Hey guys, Ash here again at Flight Sim Reviews. Today we're going to be looking at the PMDG 737NGX for FSX. And right now we're just taxiing out to the active. One of the next things we need to do to set ourselves up for takeoff on this review is to set our heading to the runway's magnetic heading, which is 350. And also make sure that our TCAS is on to TARA. We actually won't get the RA effect yet because we're not airborne. So once we become airborne, we will obviously get that feature. So you'll see TA only on the enunciated here. Essentially for the takeoff roll on the NG, the initial goal is to bring the turbines up to 40% in one, and then hit the TOGA button, the takeoff go around button, and that will bring the turbines up to whatever the takeoff rated thrust is for the takeoff. At this point I'm going to go ahead and go from my taxi light, turn off lights to my landing lights, and we're going to switch the ignition system on the turbines to continuous. That would just be if we had a bird ingestion or a flame out. The turbine would have a much better chance of surviving that and staying lit than it would if it was just in the auto position. Go ahead and taxi onto the active here. Alrighty guys, let's get straightened up here. Check everything one last time for takeoff. Everything seems to be in order. So we're going to go ahead and step the turbines up to 40%, and then I'll hit the takeoff go around button. You'll see the enunciation here for that. Alrighty. And on the left side, you're going to see a thrust hold once takeoff thrust is reached. There's your thrust hold indication on the top left of the HUD. A little bit of crosswind here. Positive rate, gear up. At this point I'm just going to fly the flight director. We're going to go ahead at 400 feet and engage LNAV and RNAV. Excuse me, LNAV and VNAV. I'm going to bring the flaps up to 1 degree. Auto brake to off. Turbines ignitions to off, as there's no icing or precipitation here. No real chance of a flame out. Gear to off. And once we start accelerating here on our flight path, we'll go ahead and bring the flaps up full. Alrighty, flaps up, and you'll go ahead and see the leading edge transit enunciation. And you'll notice that the indicated airspeed Mach window is off. That's due to VNAV controlling the speeds. And our first altitude, hold altitude, is increasing here to 10.6. The plane's going to go ahead and maintain 250 knots under 10,000 feet per FAA rules. I'm going to go ahead and standardize the barometric pressure to 29902. give you a look at our flight plan here. It's just flying the SID out of Denver. Alrighty, now we're on our FMC speed and VNAV altitude. We're about to pass 10,000 feet. Landing lights off. And you'll see that the speed bug has now increased to 324 knots indicated airspeed as we're now over 10,000 feet. If you go to your progress page here, you'll notice that the FMC is actually calculating our fuel and what it'll be at each waypoint. So we should be landing with 14.3. It'll change if we get a headwind or that, but it's within its best guess. And then our legs, we've passed the DEN SID and we are now headed for waypoint Echo Kilo Romeo. And go ahead and increase our altitude to our cruise level at 320 feet. And once the plane establishes the speed, we'll go ahead and pitch up. And since we are now past that restriction, the FMC is requiring that you hit the altitude intervene button to go ahead and authorize it to climb above the restriction. So anyways, this is our flight path here. We have a wind at 335 at 14 knots, and our waypoint Echo Kilo Romeo is 145 nautical miles away, and we should reach it at 6 minutes past Zulu time. So the plane will just basically stay in LNAV and VNAV mode for the remainder of the flight, unless ATC or that would indicate otherwise. Anyways, I hope this gave you guys a good look at the takeoff and initial climb portion of the 737NGX for FSX. If you feel like it, leave some comments. I hope you stay tuned for more flight sim reviews, and I thank you for watching. Thanks again, guys.